StarCraft 2 is one of the most competitive and cutthroat esports in the modern world. Mechanically demanding and fiercely strategic, players practice day in, day out to carve their names into history, and to earn some other benefits too. But amongst all these legends, one man stands out as the greatest of all time: Serral. Serral made his name in the StarCraft community by winning multiple tournaments and beating Koreans over and over and over again, until he became the very best. But why is Serral so good? Like any good scholar, I had to find out for myself. I decided to begin my investigation at the very source. After all, who better to ask than the GOAT himself? So I used my credibility as a StarCraft 2 pro gamer to conduct a one-on-one interview with him. However, that led to inconclusive evidence. So I tried a different approach, gathering some qualitative data from one of StarCraft's most renowned experts, Harstem. So I reached out to the brilliant man for a short interview, and thankfully he graced me with some of his time. Harstem, why do you think Serral is so good?
I think Serral is very fast. He understands what's good in the current meta most of the time. He listens to other people when they give him advice as well, which tends to help a lot. And I also think the only reason Serral is, well, as good or as dominant as he currently is because he hit his peak in a time where it is much easier to be consistent. Had Serral been this good in 2010 or 2011, I don't think he ever would have been as dominant as he is right now. As back then, it was way harder for players to be so extremely consistent. The game was way less figured out. So in a way, it is kind of lucky timing for him to be at his absolute peak in, well, what is it, the last 5 years or so, and not in the first 5 years of StarCraft 2. But he is probably still the best player that I've ever seen.
With that out of the way, now I needed some quantitative data, some numbers to consolidate our hypothesis and get substantial, professional perspective. Using my higher education, I devised an in-depth, multiple-choice survey and shared it with a large sample size of elite pro gamers. The results painted a beautiful picture. All that was left to do was some literature review. I knew I wasn't the first to delve into this topic, although I'm surely going to be the last. Utilizing the most scholarly search engine known to mankind, I found some academic articles that pinpointed Serral's ultimate strengths. A couple of these searches, and I was in the money. These experts were practically giving me the answer to my question for free, and I knew that my job here was done. In conclusion,